everyone, Jordan Butt here with Rockslide. I just backpacked in here to this backcountry lake about 4 miles yesterday and just doing a quick overnight trip this weekend. But thought it'd be a good time to go through the new Kifaru Native and also the guide lid and kind of compare them in size, what I think about them, whatnot. So here's the Native, just a quick rundown. Has a whole bunch of PALS webbing on the back so you can stick pockets. I've been running two these medium pockets, one here, and I'll go over that in a second, but that whole thing is PALS. They have a little loop here, and that is basically for your trekking poles, to hold your trekking poles. Here on the back, there's a sleeve that holds your backpack straps, and they are sewn in on the top. But on the bottom, it's just a 3-bar slider going through like a tab lock, a plastic tab loop. And those are good, fairly thick, substantial shoulder straps. You have your sternum strap there. And you also have a hip belt, which I haven't used yet, and I haven't taken it off either. It also has 3-bar sliders on it, so you can take it off. But that would just kind of, not so much for load bearing. That's more for just keep it sucked in tight close to your back so it's not flopping around so much. They went with a roll top on this. So there's quite a bit of room. I mean, you can get stuff fairly close to the top and just take like a turn and go down if you want to. A lot of the questions that I've been seeing on Rockslide and I've been getting is, what do I think about the two differences? I think Aaron put it best when he said, I think that the guide lid is better for a lid. If you're not really going to take it off, if you don't ever take it off or whatever, it's better as a lid. This is better as an approach pack, and I totally agree with him. After using this thing for a while, one thing that I believe the Native was a lot more geared towards is in the inside they have a tab loop for hanging a water bladder on, and then there's a port here out the side. I think that that's really what they were trying to accomplish with this, is something that was big enough and versatile enough to have a water bladder in it and, go on that final sheep approach or mule deer approach or whatever. And it also works really good, I think, as a glassing pack. This is a pretty good example. I'm down here by this lake. This hill behind me opens up a couple 100 feet up there, and then I can glass across into some of these basins. They're still snowed in, which sucks, but for that I know I can fit my spotting scope in here. I can fit my tripod in here. They come a little out the top, I would be able to I can get one roll and then stick them down, but you can do it. So I loaded, this Native is full up to there, so about up to the top of that PALS right there, and it looks really good, but it's things that I really would take on a final approach type situation. So I'll just unload it and then I'll load it back in the guide lid, and you can kind of see how it looks. That's a Black Diamond Storm headlamp. That's a map. Hopefully you can't see the writing on there. My inReach. Jeez. This is food. It's a little exaggerated for a day, but you get the point. This is the First Light, the Vapor Stormlight jacket. Super lightweight, but awesome jacket nonetheless. This is the First Light Compadre puffy. I hardly go anywhere without a puffy. This is a beanie. That's a schmag. And I just have a Nalgene bottle that's empty right now in there, just for space, you can imagine. Possibles pouch. And then for me, I'm always going to take my wide-angle lens on for my camera. So now that they're empty, you can see size-wise. I would say if you just count to the top of the PALS there, the guide lid comes down about 2/3, And then I would say, actually, they fold flat actually about the same. I think the guide lid's maybe a little bit wider. So we'll just put all this stuff in here and you can see what it looks like. Possibles, extra lens, schmag, beanie. Puffy jacket. Rain jacket. Headlamp. Oh Lord. Then I couldn't fit the water bottle in there, but then that's what the guide lid looks like. So next, I'm going to start packing camp up and get the Reckoning completely full, and then show you both of these loaded on the pack and how they look, and then also how I've been running the Native lately.